Do you know Saman Hudi? He was a prominent figure in the Indonesian national movement and a pioneer of Islamic economic empowerment. Born at Sudarno Nadi in 1868 in Lawean, Surakarta. He was the son of Haji Ahmad Zain, a member of distinguished batik merchant family. Saman Hudi is best known as the founder of Sarekat Dagang Islam in 1911, which later evolved into Sarekat Islam, the largest Islamic mass organization in Indonesia at the time. Beyond his political activism, he was a successful entrepreneur who modernized the batik trade and championed the right of indigenous merchants against foreign economic dominance.
Haji Saman Hudi was one of the early leaders of the Indonesian nationalist movement, whose educational background was largely non-formal and rooted in religious tradition. Unlike later figures who were educated in Western colonial school, Saman Hudi received his early education through Islamic learning in pesantren, traditional boarding school. In this institution, he studied the Quran, Islamic jurisprudence, and moral teaching which shaped his social awareness and religious perspective. This form of education emphasized ethical value and community responsibility rather than formal academic certification. In addition to his religious education, Saman Hudi developed his knowledge through practical experience as a batik trader. His involvement in trade exposed him directly to the economic struggle faced by indigenous Muslim merchants under colonial rule. This experience played a crucial role in shaping his awareness of economic inequality and the need for collective organization. As noted, in historical study, his ideas later inspired the establishment of Sarekat Dagang Islam, which aimed to strengthen the economic position of indigenous traders and eventually evolved into Sarekat Islam, a major force in Indonesian early nationalist movement. Overall, Saman Hudi educational background can be understood as a combination of traditional Islamic learning and experiential knowledge gained through economic activity. His lack of formal Western education did not limit his influence. Instead, it enabled him to connect more closely with grassroots community. Study in historical and educational journal also highlight that his value and ideas are often used today as example in character education and entrepreneurship learning, particularly in Indonesian history education.
In his youth, Kiai Haji Saman Hudi works as a batik entrepreneur and successfully expanding his business into a chain of stores in several major cities. He employed modern business strategies such as promotion through print media. He also established a cooperative to pool capital in an effort to counter foreign economic domination in the organization fight. He founded the Islamic Trade Union, Sarekat Dagang Islam, which later evolved into the Islamic Union, Sarekat Islam, demonstrating his role not only as an entrepreneur but also as an economic driver and a community organization.
The Sarekat Dagang Islam was an Islamic organization founded in 1911 in Solo on the initiative of Haji Saman Hudi, focusing primarily on the trade. The organization founding stemmed from increasing trade competition, particularly in the batik industry, between indigenous and Chinese trade. Furthermore, the perceived superiority of some Chinese trade influenced by the success of the revolution in China, further widened the social gap. Another factor was pressure from the nobility on the indigenous population in Solo. According to its Carter, SDI goal was to help Muslims, especially rural communities, accept unity of opinion and strengthen relationship among Muslims. This was expected to foster mutual assistance and strengthen national progress.
One of the major challenges faced by Saman Hudi and the Sarekat Dagang Islam organization was the infiltration of communist ideology. This occurred through the Indian Social Democratic Society meeting, an organization founded by Sniflit around 1914. Although its influence had been felt since the early 1910s, the ISDV sought to spread socialist and communist ideas within indigenous organizations, including the SDI or SI, by infiltrating its cadres into the organization ranks. Consequently, an ideological split emerged within Sarekat Islam between the group that remained grounded in Islam, the White SI, led by Hos Cokro Aminoto, and the group influenced by communist ideology, the Red SI, led by Semaun. This influence grew stronger as figures like Semaun began introducing communist teachings into the SI.
The Sarekat Dagang Islam (SDI) developed into Sarekat Islam (SI) in 1912 and became a major mass organization in Indonesia. However, over time, ideological conflict emerged within SI. The entry of socialist and communist influences led by Semaun created tension with the nationalist Islamic group led by Hos Cokro Aminoto.
Haji Saman Hudi's declining health around 1920 caused him to cease his active involvement in the Sarekat Islam. As a result, his involvement in organizational activities diminished, and he lost his active role, particularly in decision-making. This resulted in a decline in Saman Hudi's influence and authority as founder, especially as the organization continued to grow and leadership shifted to more active figures.
Haji Saman Hudi passed away in 1956 in Surakarta. In the final years of his life, he was no longer actively involved in political movement. Historical study suggests that after his role was gradually taken over by other prominent figures such as Hos Cokro Aminoto, Saman Hudi life and much quieter and simpler life away from the national political spotlight.
He spent his later years among ordinary people until he eventually passed away. Even so, his contribution remained deeply respected. He is remembered as a pioneer in awakening economic independence and national awareness among indigenous Indonesians, especially through trade movement and early Islamic-based organization in Indonesia.